Hello friends, today's video I'm going to show you how you can write console programming, or in other word you can say menu driven programming. So in the previous video you have seen this, I added these two options for my ATMEGA 32 controller, but how or in what way you can write a menu driven program for your controller, that I'm going to show you in this today's video. So first, for writing console programming or menu driven programming, you need a microcontroller. In that you need to set up it for, or you need to connect max to 32 or and RS-232 cable, so that you can control your any other appliances using menu driven programming. So what are the things, means in the programming way, what you require for writing menu driven, that I will show you today. So one thing, the console programming will always run in the infinite while loop. You want, for writing console programming, you have to set up UART for the particular microcontroller or any other controller that which you are using. So you need to do UART. You have to know about the UART for the particular microcontroller which you are using. Right now I am using ATMEGA 32 microcontroller, so I am programming for that one. So here I have UART initialization, this UART underscore init, this is for the initialization of the UART in the ATMEGA 32. so here I enabled receive transmission, and I want whenever I will receive a particular number of key, so it has to generate an interrupt. So that's why I enabled receive interrupt. So this is how it is for UART initialization. This console print, whenever I will receive an key that I need to put on the console, or whenever you want to write something on the console, for that you required this console print. This is a register, UDR register, where you have to write a particular character, and this is an ISR. This is most important ISR. This is an receive ISR, UART RXC underscore vector. This in for ATMEGA 32 you have to write in this way only. So when if the interrupt is generated, so the UDR will have the key, will have a character that I have to store in a different variable. So this is the setup for the interrupt setup for ATMEGA 32. So for writing console programming, I required three files. One is monitor.h, monitor.c, and UART. Here you have a main function and a continuous while loop where you are running your console programming. I have monitor.c for writing in monitor.c for writing console. You required main functions. First function is console monitoring. Another function is console key handler. This function is for whenever you will receive a key, whatever the key you had received, how you can process on that key, that functionality will be decided in the console key handler. Then you have console process key handler. In this, whenever you will receive a key, what next you have to do with the key, and console set states. There are different states in the menu. So I will show you how the set states will be there. So here you have one state. If I press 1 and enter, so it is entering into the next state. So if I escape, it will go back to the previous state. So these are the states. This is the console previous state. So how you can go back the state. This is for the this function is for that one. Console process key handler. After entering key, what you have to do on the menu, this will be decided based on that functionality you have to implement in this function. And these are the printf statements which you have to print on the console. And monitor.h, these are the some enums. We have to use some of the enums for our feasibility, for easy understanding of the menu. And this is one structure where we have to write some variable. So whatever the variable you are seeing here, port PA0, this off on will be based on, will be saved on this variables only. So now I will add one menu here, third menu, port PA2 off on. So how you can add port PA1 or the next menu that I am going to add here, I will show you in this video. So first, in the monitor.h, you have to write a enum for that one. So I am writing port PA2 as port PA2. Now here you have to create one variable. Now console monitoring, you no need to do anything with this. If you have set up this one, it will be as it is. If you see the console previous state, I make the states, I already defined the states as 1. So 1 means this main menu. So whenever you will powered on, I powered on. So this is the main menu which is going to show this is console set states. So whenever you will enter into states, it will come into these states. And whenever you will receive any key, the key reception is in the interrupt. So receive key flag, this is 1, means you have received. Whenever you will receive a key, this flag becomes 1. Now this flag becomes 1. So we need to handle that key, means we need to process the key. So console key handler. So console key handler function, we have different states or cases based on the key. Whatever the key you will receive, first if suppose you have received escape key, or you have received entered key, or you have received a backspace key, or you have received a character 1 to 0, or if this default state is for if you have received any alphabets, special characters. So those key you have to handle here. So this is also, if you set up once, it will be as it is. So now I created one, I have to add one more menu, port PA2. So I will add that port PA2. So process key handler, here I will add that port PA2. Yes, port PA2. So menu driven programming is something like that. It's depend upon your application, how you want to develop. Based on that only you have to write the code. This is a simple code that I'm going to show you. If you want to add more complex things or more functionality, that you can extend your code. So I added this port PA2. So whenever if I am pressing here 1, suppose I press 1, so 1 will come here and key count will be initially 0. So here key case comes 0 and enter count will become 1. So now after entering 1, I have to enter. So this is the next menu you have to go. So now we have to go for the enter key states. Sorry. Yes, after pressing enter, you have to show these things. So in the process key handler, if you see, you are in the right now you are in the main menu. So after pressing 1, you are entering into the main menu. So in the main menu, you have to put another case. You have to third menu. Console state will become port PA2. This you have to put here, port PA2. So after entering in the main menu, if you press 3, the state will change to port PA2. So console state will change to port PA2. So console state become here port PA2, and set state, it will come to this function console set state. Now come to the console set state here. In the port PA2, you have to also give the options like on and off. If you see the select option here, also this the same option you want to show after pressing third. So we will write the same thing here also. Port PA2. Now you want to give on or off, means you have to press the key 1 or 2. So that you have already added here. So after pressing means you have to copy this whole thing and paste. Now just rename with this port PA2. This variable you need to rename. And these things you need to change to and this console state will be like that only, because after pressing enter you need the same thing you need to show, or you want to show the same thing. So this will be console state will be main menu states only. And we need to, in the main menu, we need to add these things. Change this to 2 and this to 3. Now compile your code, release. As I am using Linux platform, so I am using Eclipse IDE for my ATMEGA 32 controller programming. Just I will load the code. I loaded the code and you can see I added this third option. So just now see this whether it is working or not. Now I will press 3, then enter. Here you can see it is showing these two options. One means on, 2 means off. Now I will press 1, so it has become on. Now I will press 2, on. Now I want to switch off the third one, 3. off. Now I will add one more option, third port PA3. So the same thing you need to do again, copy, paste, port PA3. Here one more character, unsigned char port underscore PA3. Now once you had make all the functions, just you need to add the things, no need to change any functionality. So in the what you need to add in the console, in the process key handler, in the main menu, if you enter 4 means this state will come. So case 4 console state equals to port underscore PA3 and break. If you press 4 and then hit enter, it has to show 1 on and 2 off menu, that selection menu it has to show. So you have to go into the console state and the same thing you need to add here is port underscore PA3. After showing the selection menu, you need to show 1 or 2. So you need to process the key. So console process key handler, you need to add the enum value to. So whenever you will press 1 means on and 2 means off, that 1 or 2, so it will come here and it will check for the enter key count and it will go to the next state, means whether on or off. So you need to copy the same thing, paste, just rename these things and everything will be the same, PA3 and this value you need to change. This is for the, as I'm using microcontroller, so I connected some LEDs. I will show you on the videos how I connected the LEDs, or you can see my previous videos. So in this is the for on. On means I'm making the port A third pin on, and here port A third pin off. And this is the, after pressing enter you have to go on the main menu. So this is for that one, main menu. So I will compile this code, release. Now I'm dumping the code into microcontroller. Just I want to see whether whatever the changes I did, it will get reflected or not. Oh, I think I need to add in the main menu. This main menu I need to add these things, copy, paste it. To change the names, this is the fourth menu. Once I will compile, release. One more time I will debug, I will load the code. Some problem is there. I think error is there. I think so. This is the error. Oh, this case values will be same. So you need to be very careful and So build is finished, no errors. Now I will release. We'll dump the code. So just see this. Here you can see I added the fourth option, fourth on, fourth off. These things is in set states, monitor console set states. So this is for, if you see, this is ideal state, means what? Whenever you're running in a continuous while loop, so it has to stop somewhere. That's why I kept this condition ideal state. So it will be in the same state only. So like this you can add so many menus, or you can create your own menu driven program, and you can control your any kind of application or any LEDs you want to handle. You want to control any LEDs. Like this you can do any kind of applications, number of applications you can do. This is based on the requirement. You can create your menu driven program. Now I will show you how you can. I created these 4 menus. So on these 4 menus I had connected 4 different LEDs on this port PA1, port PA0, port PA1, port PA2, port PA2, or these 4 ports I connected 4 LEDs. So now I will show you how this will get on and off. So here these are the 4 menus which I created. Now I will show you how this will work. So already I connected 4 LEDs to my microcontroller ATMEGA 32. So this green LED is connected to port PA0, then red port PA1, then another red port PA2, and then another red port PA3. These 4 LEDs are connected. Now I will show you how this will work. So now first we'll check whether first LED means port PA0 LED is working or not. So just press 1, then on means 1. Okay, first LED is working. Then I will switch on the another LEDs, port PA1 LEDs, another second on. Oh fine, this is also working. Now third LEDs I will check on. Oh, it's not glowing, means I have some problem. Wait a minute, just a second, need to see. Oh, here's a problem. This is the problem. So here this is a port. I'm using port A as a output port on ATMEGA 32. So but I make only 2 bits, means only 2 pins, port PA0 and port PA1 as output. So now I will make another one also. I will make this one and this one. So you need to change this to keep F, means all bits are on. Now once I will compile my code, release. Now I will build. I'll dump the code. Okay, now third LED will check. Third option I want to on. Here you can see third LED is also glowing, and this fourth LED is also will glow. Here you can see the fourth LED is also glow. Now first LED will check 1, second LED also will check. Sorry, second, Now here you can see the from console programming or menu driven programming you can control these LEDs. Like this way you can control any your application or your any appliances through the menu driven programming. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you can click on the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want some more updated videos. And if you have any queries regarding the console programming, so you can keep comment on the comment box, so I can reply or I can help you for writing better console programming, or for console how you can improve your console programming skill, or any console related questions. I will reply that. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.